hello guys. There's somebody here. I'm struggling to figure out the tech on this. Bear with me. First live stream, and I was intending to do this for members only, but apparently I have to go through a completely separate app or something to do that. So we're gonna make this public, and then I'm gonna figure out how to do members only ones for next time. So if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to figure out how to get a view on, there it is. Okay. All right, there we go. Now I can see, okay. So now I can see the chat. I see Tiffany's here. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome. All right, so yeah. So now there's a few more people joining. Okay. I feel like just trying to figure out how to do this. Can you guys hear me okay? And my cat is doing something crazy in the background. Yes, good. Hello, Azure DNA Wellness, Universal Panacea. Justin, hi. Hi, Jules. Welcome, you guys. So for those of you who are just jumping on now, this was intended to be a members only live stream, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. I need to go through a separate adjunct app. So the next one will be members only, but this one is technically public, although the members are the only ones who know about it and who were given advanced warning. So the reason that we're doing this is to provide insight and guidance for you guys. So, hi, Nancy. So yeah, we're going to be answering you guys if you have questions, if you have, anything that you want inquiries about, or if you want healing, if you guys just want a little card pulled for you, this is your time, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. I think that all of the members are here who are going to be here. I can see in the chat because you have the little Tarot and Beyond moon symbol. I love it. Welcome. Okay, so go ahead, start shooting your questions into the chat, and I will start pulling cards and tuning in psychically, and we'll just see what comes up. All right. So I'm just gonna, hi, Siki. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to my Tarot and Beyond mugs. They're now available through the spring shop. Just waiting to see who's got questions. Okay, so Tiffany asks, I would love to know when my romantic soulmate is coming in and what my spirit team has to tell me. Okay, so I'm feeling guided to just tune into you before we pull any cards, Tiffany. So I'm just going to psychically connect. All right, so let me just clear my energy. This is my Vibe Tribe Notions Clear Energy Spray. I don't know if she still has a shop open on Etsy, but yeah, she's fantastic. All right, so Tiffany. The first thing Spirit told me is they're coming. I would love to know when, yeah, romantic soulmate is coming in, and they said they're coming. So let me just go ahead. Hi, guys. Let me just go ahead and see. Oh, yeah, they're coming. They're coming, Tiffany. They're coming. You got the Chariot. So Spirit said they're coming, and then you have the Chariot as your card. So yes, they are coming in, and they are coming in quickly. You also have the 10 of Pentacles, though. So this could be through family is what I'm getting. You could be meeting this person through family. I don't know how that's going to happen, but it feels like this is someone who's going to be introduced to you through a family member or a relation of some kind. That being said, it may be on a road trip, or when you're in travel or you're on destination. Maybe you're traveling to visit family, or you're going for a drive with family or something like that. The Chariot here is making me think of a car and a road trip. So it feels like this is happening fairly soon, but let me just double check. Tiffany, because I don't want to give you any false hope or anything like that. I want to be really realistic here. Yeah, classic spirit, classic higher self. They're like, there's no need to worry. They're coming in. Just get ready. Like, they love to do that. They love to just kind of let us know everything's fine, because in spirit's time, everything is happening right now. There is no future, there is no past, everything's current. So when they say, get ready, it's coming in, and it feels to me like it's going to come in quickly, and especially with the Chariot, this is fast moving energy, but it could still be any given number of time. Now I have the 10 of Pentacles here, so if we're looking at timing here, we have a 7 and we have a 10. Let me just feel into that. I heard weeks. Usually when I see Pentacles, it's longer, but because the Chariot is so fast moving, I feel like I need to factor that in. So it could be 7 to 10 weeks for you, Tiffany. So hopefully, we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. So you let me know how that goes. Okay. Now, I don't know if you and your mom are going to Arizona in September, and it's 7 to 10 weeks. So, and I'm really bad at math. But I think that could be in September. Wow. Okay. I didn't even see that. I just scrolled down through the chat because I was looking up at your original question. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So I think I'll just leave it at that for you, Tiffany. I don't think we need any more information on that. We're just going to have to wait and see how that unfolds. But yeah, let me know. Okay. All right. So Universal Panacea wants to know their soul origin. Okay. So let me just tune in. Okay. Actually, let me do a quick clear again. In between connecting to different people's energy, I want to make sure I'm clear. Okay, so right away, as soon as I connected to you, Universal Panacea, I hope I'm saying that right, I got Hey Darian. Where are you? There we go. So sorry, I'm just trying to find, the chat is moving pretty quickly here, so I'm trying to stay focused on one question at a time. So Universal, I got Hey Darian, but I also want to preface this by saying that we are not restricted to one thing. We are infinite souls. We come from everywhere and nowhere. And so everyone is technically a star seed. Even if they originate here on Earth, that means they're an Earth seed, which technically would make them a star seed to other planets. So everybody is a star seed. Everyone is a soul. Everybody hails from the same source. That being said, the only reason why I used to do soul realignment readings and we would look at the soul origin is so that you can understand how to work with that energy. And now Universal, understanding Haydarians is going to be helpful for you, whether this is part of your soul origin or not. They've brought it forward for a reason. And Haydarians are very, very heart-centered, loving beings. They often have to learn how to set boundaries, and they need to understand where they end and somebody else begins. So Haydarians incarnating on Earth as humans have a really hard time with setting boundaries, with being a little bit more conditional. They may struggle with codependency and enmeshment. Now, that's not saying that you do, but it is something that I always tell clients, or I used to tell clients when I took clients, that we needed to work on. And usually we did, we would have to work on those things. Let me just scroll forward and see if you've... And then you mentioned you've always felt like Jimi Hendrix. Is this true? I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get anything on that. Technically speaking, we're all one. So we're all Jimi Hendrix and we're all Mother Teresa and we're all Hitler. That's a very controversial statement, but when you understand the law of one, we're all one, there's no separation. So, but that being said, when it comes to specific past life memories, if you felt like that or a connection to that, it could be that it's an archetype you're connecting to or that you're wanting to call forth at soul level in this lifetime. It could be that you had affiliations with Jimi Hendrix in that lifetime, or it could be that you were that, but I don't know. I mean, I can try and tune in. Let's just, I don't know, we'll just try. But I've never seen anybody from a past life who was famous. I think that's pretty rare. I'm getting a no, so I don't think that you were Jimi Hendrix. I think you just have a soul level affiliation or connection to the archetype that he represented, which when I think about Jimi Hendrix, I think about artist, creativity, musician, free thinker, free spirit, revolutionary. You know, there's many different archetypes that Jimmy holds, and so you want to explore what that means to you and how you can involve more of that archetype in your current incarnation through your soul expression, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Hi guys, hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. For those of you who have just jumped on, this was intended to be a members only chat, or a members only reading, but I couldn't figure out how to get the members only live streams going. Apparently it's like a whole different app or something. So anyway, we're doing it live for everybody, and the next one will be for members only, but I'm specifically focusing on the members for questions. Okay, so scrolling down. Okay. No, oh my gosh, I can't even say that name. Nam Pudeparar. I am so sorry if I completely butchered that name. But Nam, I'm just going to call you Nam. Nam says, I don't have a question, but is it possible to receive some general guidance for your current situation? So yes, of course, that's what we're here for. So let's find some general guidance for you, Nam. So for Nam, oh, you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Ooh, boy. Okay, you have the Nine of Swords and the Judgment card. Okay, so I feel like, Nam, you are currently in a place where you are healing from some stress or worry, stuff to do with the past. So you've been calling forth past versions of yourself, or you're being called to do that right now. Now, Spirit is kind of whispering in my ear right now and saying that they're guiding you through this. So if you've been feeling like you were sort of frustrated, because that's the energy I'm feeling, is almost like frustrated with a lack of movement or a lack of progress, or feeling as though you're not being guided through this, they want you to know that you are. It's your heart that's going to lead you in the right direction. Your mind has been a little bit clouded or fogged. So what's going to be helpful here is to get very clear about what in the past has been limiting you. This could be beliefs, this could be mindset, this could be stress and worry, as we're seeing with the Nine of Swords. And specifically, talk to your guides, talk to your angels, talk to your support team, because they're there, whether or not you hear them. So if you can't hear them, just talk to them as if you can. Try to open up a dialogue or a conversation that's going to help you to see their responses. And they might respond to you clairvoyantly or clairaudiently, or they might respond to you through synchronicities and through external help that comes in, or messages and things like that that come in. So I would recommend that. Nancy, oh, it's Nancy. Hi, Nancy. So Nancy is Nam. Okay, it's good to know. So Nancy, yeah, it looks like you're doing some past life or past timeline healing, and it's going to help to relieve some stress. So opening your heart and doing some heart healing. I think one of the last sessions we had, Nancy has been a client of mine for years now, and I think one of the last ones we had was doing heart healing. So definitely focusing on that's going to help. Okay. All right. I'm just moving back up the chat. Okay, Azure DNA Wellness. When, how, and where to my holistic business. Do you mean where you want to have it? When and how you're going to have it? Okay, let's just, woo. Got the 8 of Cups reversed. And the Queen of Cups. Okay. Oh, lots more. You have the Hierophant and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. You also have the Death card, the 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Azure. I feel like the when is going to take some time. You're not there yet. There's work to do. There's things you need to focus on before you can really launch this business. There's things that need to die off. There's endings that need to take place. You're in a cycle right now where you're like in an in-between. You're not at the beginning of the cycle. You're not at the end of the cycle. You're right in the middle. And to start this business, it's going to need to, you have to complete the cycle that you're in. And then it's 2 or 3 cycles from that is what they're showing me. Now, how long are the cycles? I don't think that they're that long, but let me just ask. Oh, you're in 10-month cycles. Okay, so this is going to take longer than you thought. And I think that's why there's impatience, frustration possibly as well. But there's things that need to, you're not done with yet. There's things that, karmic things that you need to learn. There's skills you need to develop still. There's people who haven't even come into your life yet. They're showing me like a whole lot here. And so I would say just try to be patient with it and focus on what you can. Focus on the skill building, the releasing of past things, letting go of old restrictions, letting things die that need to die to be able to welcome new things. So you're in like, I would say month 5 of a 10-month cycle, if we're looking at it that way. And then they said there's 3 more cycles. So that would probably be a couple more years until things are either launching or they're off the ground. I'm not sure. But it just feels like it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Let me see. Oops, chat's glitching out. So yeah, Azure, let me ask what they recommend. Let's ask that. And they want me to get an oracle card for that. So we're going to grab one from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So Azure, you have here and now. So this is focusing on the present moment, on what you can do here and now. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be working on this business or you can't. Oh, yeah, I think that the way that you want it to be, it's probably going to be, you know, like 2.5 years or so. But you also have no place like home, come to the edge, and a change in the wind. Okay, so what these cards are talking about here is that you're in a phase right now that's in between, like they were saying, but you can do something now. You can start something and start planting some seeds. And when I see the no place like home card, this tells me that it could be from home. So start it from home. If you're like, say for example, you're wanting it to be a brick and mortar store. And if that's the real end goal, then that would probably be about 2.5 years away. Whereas the here and now moment that you can focus on is going to be maybe from home. Okay. So maybe that's something to think about if you haven't already, but it says come to the edge and a change in the wind. So there's going to be a leap of faith required here. You're going to have to walk away from some things that are not aligned with that anymore. And that's why you haven't fully come to the end of this cycle yet. That's why it's still going to take some time, because they're showing me like loose ends that you need to tie up. You have a fair amount of loose ends that you need to tie up in whatever you're doing now, skills you need to develop, people that are not meant to come with you into this next phase. Like there's a whole lot of rearranging that needs to happen, but just focus on what you can do here and now. Try to stay in the present moment while keeping that goal in mind. And if you can work from home, then do that, because I feel like that's going to be helpful in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Okay. So that was for Azure. You're so welcome. Okay. Let's see. So Jules Ma. Is that Julia? Is that you, Julia? Can Spirit tell me about my relationship to Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, what it is or was, and what they want me to do? Ah, great question. Okay, I feel like I'm going to pull a tarot card, but I also want to tune in psychically for you, Jules. So I'm just going to take a look. Nope, not those. Okay, hold on. So for Jules. Ooh, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Death card. So Jules, feels like your relationship to Mary Magdalene is one of offering. It feels like in a previous incarnation, you were a worshiper of Mary Magdalene. So what they're showing me is that they're showing me you in a cathedral or a temple, and you would bring offerings and you would put them in front of the statue of Mary Magdalene. So you worshipped her and you worked with her as one of your governing deities. So she was one of the primary gods, goddesses that you were connected to at soul level. And in any past life, if you're connected to a deity, they will continue to be in relationship to you in your next incarnations, unless you don't want to, right? But so it's interesting, like one of the first deities that came forward for me was Buddha, and I had never really looked into Buddhism. Turns out I had past lives where I had been in a Buddhist monastery or monkhood and things like that. So they carry over, they come with you, and it seems like Mary Magdalene has kind of come along with you because you're here now, but your soul was very devoted to her, and it still is. And Yeshua is part of that as well. And you were very religious in that lifetime, and it was those two figures that you primarily worshipped. They are wanting to draw attention to something, so hold on, let me just tune in. Oh yeah, the Christed heart. So the Christed heart is the union of they're saying the Hieros Gamos Christos Sophia. So I think that means like it's the reunion of the masculine and feminine within yourself. It is the Mary Magdalene and the Yeshua archetypes that merge together within you, and you create wholeness or unity within your heart. So that's another thing too, is in this lifetime, you're focusing on, they are giving me the word transcendence of death, through the Christed heart consciousness. I don't even really know what that means, but hopefully you'll understand. I mean, I could probably channel more and they would teach me about that. But yeah, it feels like seeing the rainbow body. So it's like a state of enlightenment. It feels similar to like nirvana or something like that. Very interesting though. So what they want you to do is to really integrate the pair, the hierogamic pairs. They keep using that phrase. So that's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So uniting those within yourself, healing and creating the divine masculine within you, and healing and creating the divine feminine expression within you, and then having those two come together into relationship. That is what unites the heart and allows you to expand your consciousness and to raise your frequency. They're showing me a physical body change as well. There's bodily changes that come with that at the DNA level. So it's cellular. Cool. Wow. Whew. Yeah, physical healing is going to be a result, or a byproduct is what they said. It's a byproduct of this. So by doing this heart work, you are activating some pretty deep cellular healing within yourself, Jules. Wow, really cool. Okay. Oh, wow, cool. Tiffany, so thank you, Jules. I hope that helped. Tiffany says, can Spirit tell me about where my career is headed? I am on level 7 of the soul realignment training and also a Reiki and intuitive healer. That's beautiful, Tiffany. That's exactly what I did too. I did soul realignment and Reiki. Those were the ones that really called to me at soul level. So what your career is headed. Okay. They just want me to tune in. So I might pull cards, but they just want me to tune in. So hold on one sec. Yep, you're meant to be a healer. Right away, the heart is activating and opening up, and that is where we heal through. So Reiki channels through the heart center and out the hands. When you're doing soul realignment work, it is optimal to be operating at the heart frequency so that you're giving people not just the information that they need, but you're also giving them the healing through the information. Let me see what they're kind of recommending here in terms of your career and its direction. They're saying continue on your path. Hold faith in your direction. Have patience with your development. The path within will unfold without. Ah, okay. So yeah, basically that's just Spirit for you. Basically, they're saying that it's all going to unfold for you. As soon as you get there, the next step will open up, the next step will open up. And that's usually the case. They won't always give us advanced information unless it's really, really relevant or necessary. Usually it's more about like the faith of us just kind of walking the path blindly. But that being said, since we have tarot, I'm going to pull some for you as well. But you do have the Two of Swords, which is kind of like, you're not meant to know at this point. It's like kind of closed to you, and it's closed to me because it's closed to you. But they're saying just have faith. The path is going to open up. It's like as you develop yourself, you're going to be able to develop and move forward. You're definitely meant to be in this role, communicating information to people. That's exactly what the Queen of Swords does, and that is what we do in soul realignment. We communicate information from the Akashic record to help people to understand themselves better and to empower themselves by living in alignment with their divine expression. So you are definitely meant to be doing that. So just know that you're on the right path, Tiffany. And even though it seems a little bit kind of like you're just kind of in no man's land right now, a little bit, that's okay. Just, dive into the information, keep studying the soul realignment modality, keep practicing your Reiki, keep working on the intuitive healing for yourself and for people who come across your path. And you'll get those intuitive nudges every time that you're meant to go into the next thing or into the next direction or to expand or whatever they're calling you to do. Okay. So just have faith and hold on for the ride. It's going to be fun. Oh, Tiffany, they do want me to get you one oracle card. Okay. Or two. You have To Be Fair, which is perfect with that Two of Swords energy because it's all about like balancing things out and creating fairness. And then you have the Tribe. Number 38 and 8. So I don't know why that just caught my attention. I think there's something to do with 8s here for you. Are you a life path number 8 or something like that, Tiffany? I don't know. I'm just trying to scroll back through the chat and see if you've commented again, but I don't see. Anyway. Yeah, so Tiffany, I would say that you're just working on balancing things out right now, and there's going to be people who come in who are going to help you. So just kind of stay tuned into your own journey, and you'll find your way, okay? Thank you, Heart Awakening, and thank you, Tiffany and Miss Rihanna. Everybody's like, you look great. Thank you. Oh, yeah, and my tarot shirt. Yeah, I had to wear my tarot shirt for my first tarot live. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, the group sessions. I used to do group sessions. I did personal work, private client sessions, and then I did group sessions on Zoom once a month. And Spirit called me to not do those things anymore. They were directing me towards this. I had no idea I was going to be starting a tarot channel. I had no clue. And it was just all of a sudden, they were like, this is what you're going to be doing. This is why. It's much more aligned with you. And this is what it's going to kind of look like. And then they told me that I couldn't do the one-on-one work anymore, and I couldn't do the group sessions because my energy was meant to be redirected into YouTube, and it was meant to help like a large group of the collective instead of smaller groups of individuals. So I had to redirect my energy. So I know I miss my clients and I miss my group sessions, but I'm happy that I'm doing something that is divinely guided, and I feel really blessed to be here. So thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay. Oh, Universal. I make music but haven't made money off it really, and it's difficult because I love it so much, but I feel like I need another means of generating money. Is acting a good career choice for me? Oh, let's see. For Universal. I mean, that's so funny because you're saying it's not a good way to make money, but you have the King of Pentacles here. So, but what they're telling me is you need something that's going to be very grounded and practical. I don't know if acting is necessarily grounded and practical. It's very different every day. You're doing something, just you have to adapt constantly. And what they're showing me is that you need something that's very sort of stable and reliable, something that's going to be very grounding. Now that doesn't mean that you have to take a job that just gives you a paycheck that's steady and predictable, but you don't like it. They want you to really have true abundance. You have to enjoy what you're doing. You really have to feel called to it, and that's where the money comes in. So let me just tune into your soul, Universal, and see if they'll give me any information on a potential career direction based on your soul type. Yeah, you're meant to be a nurturer of some kind, and that's another thing that I see with the King of Pentacles is kind of like the father archetype. So I don't know if you have kids. I don't even know if you're male or female, but they're giving me an indication that you're meant to be in a very sort of grounded, practical, nurturing career. That's what would suit you best. That's what your soul is most skilled at. Yes, you have other skills that could be like acting and music and things like that, like very creative skills, definitely. But where you're going to make the best money is in some kind of nurturing. So yeah, I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. Trust yourself always first. Never give your power away to a reader, to a spirit guide, to anyone. You trust yourself always, okay? You trust yourself. That's the real goal here. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. Lorna H asks, how do I become a member of your channel? Thank you so much for asking that, Lorna. I've been dealing with questions about that for the last while since I launched memberships. Apparently, you can't see the join button if you're using an iPhone or an iOS device, so like iPhone or iPad. The only way that you can see the join button is if you're you're signed in to YouTube through a desktop, a laptop, or some kind of computer. You can access it through the web page apparently, but every time you try to go through the web page, it's probably going to try and open the YouTube app, which won't show it for whatever reason. I don't know why YouTube needs to fix that bug, right? Like, because YouTube app through iOS should be able to show membership, but it doesn't. So you'd have to sign in or log in through a web page or on a desktop, and then it'll show you the join button. It's right next to the subscribe button, and you just click and choose your tier. Okay. I don't know what all of these messages are in this other language, so I'm just going to yeah, there. Okay. Okay, so I'm just scrolling back up to where I was before. So, and for those of you who are not members, this was supposed to be a members only live stream, but again, YouTube doesn't give you the option to make it a members only live stream. I thought that it did, but this is my first time, so we out here learning together. So I'm going to be doing these regularly for the members only, but this one happens to be public. But the intention here is to answer members only questions, just so you guys are aware. Tiffany, oh, you're life path 4. So 8 then for you could be, it's almost like double that. I don't know. But the 8 is about abundance, power, cycles of time, infinity, strength. What else? 8s are sometimes about karma as well. So it could be something to do with that. And since they did bring up the life path number, you might want to look at your life path number in regard to whether you're in alignment with that karmically. That may be what they were trying to get at there. Hi, Groovy Ghost. Hi, Megan. Yay, I'm so glad you liked it, Tiffany. Oh, it's not the rain, Megan. It's actually the candle behind me. It's got like a wooden wick, and so it crackles like, it does kind of sound like rain though, probably through the microphone. Herbalism, universal herbalism. Yeah. Okay, Jules. Jules is asking, can Spirit recommend a certain direction for my spiritual business? Should I concentrate on one practice only? Okay, let's see. You've got the Magician, Jules, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. I want to get one more. They said, no, don't get one more. Just look at these. Okay, fine. Let me just tune into these for a second. Yeah, I would say focus on one thing, Julia. Because if you're scattering your energy, you're going to be doing yourself a disservice. You want to focus on one thing and really get that manifesting, really get that going. It's going to help to kind of like hone in your energy, like laser beam your energy. And that's going to help, because the 7 of Swords here is kind of talking about you having your energy be scattered for whatever reason. That's the message I'm getting from it here. It's like it's not being directed effectively. It's like leaking out the side. So you want to focus on a goal. They're showing me you with a vision board. So you might want to be doing some actual visualization or manifesting in a very physical, tangible, practical way that you can see all the time and remind yourself of your goal so you can stay on task or stay moving in the right direction. It feels like, yeah, you're meant to be creating. I think you know what you're meant to be doing. So just focus on that. You know what you're meant to be doing. So just focus on that. Okay. Oh, hi, Johnny. Sorry, I just saw all of that. Yeah, this wasn't meant to be one of those where you can do super chats for questions. It was meant to be just for answering the members' questions. But since we only have 2 more here, I can go ahead and do that for you, Johnny. So one sec. Let me see. What was your question? Alex, right? I forgot. I always say Johnny Spa 27, but it's Alex. What is your question? Because I don't see it. I have to, oh yeah, the chat's all just like all over the place. No, I don't see it. Okay, while I'm waiting for Johnny to put the question in the chat, you're welcome, Julia. Tiffany has another question. If there is more space for readings, I would like to know my connection with you, Siobhan. I have always felt a strong connection since last year. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, we're like extended soul family. They said soul friends. Like if you want to look at it that way, we're soul friends. We've known each other. We're all kind of part of like a larger oversoul group. So people who are drawn to me, there's a very good chance that we've been part of the same tribe at soul level for a long time. And there's hundreds of thousands of souls in those tribes, by the way, guys. And then there's like smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller ones as you kind of get into the incarnational cycles and stuff like that. But yeah, Tiffany, you and I have been in soul family connection for eons, is what they just said. That's cool. Yeah. So, hey, soul fam. Love it. Oh, Nancy, how can I support my doggy in the best way now? Oh, is he not doing well? Let me just, I'll tune into your dog, Nancy, and see. He's tired is what it feels like. So I don't know if he's got some physical health issues, or his soul is tired. He just feels like he's slowing down, sleeping a lot. He's resting. His heart kind of feels heavy. I don't know if he has like heart stuff going on, heart congestion. I don't know. If he does feel a bit older, so I don't know if is he on his way out, or Nancy? Because it feels like he's tired. He's very tired and he needs rest. Yeah, I feel like I'm moving through molasses right now. Like everything's heavy and it's just like, ugh. So your poor little pupper, he's really tired. He may be on his way to leaving the physical world. I don't know. Nancy, can you let me know? I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but that's what I'm feeling. I don't know if Oh, your partner and you broke up and you left, and so the dog is there with him? Oh, he's young dog. Okay, good. Well, there's something that's heavy around him then. It could be if you and your partner broke up, that could be like negative energy that the dog is around, and he's just feeling really heavy and tired. I would see, I mean, if you don't have insurance, you don't have to take the dog to the vet and pay for them to do exams or something, but there's something with his heart. So maybe he just needs more activity. Maybe he's just like he hasn't been walked enough or something. I don't know. I just get this feeling of heaviness, so I don't really know how to interpret that. I'm hoping that he's healthy, but it feels like he's really sluggish. So it could just be that he's depressed. Oh, it could just be that he's depressed, and the heart can be nothing to do with physical. It could be the emotional aspect of it, like it's heavy and sluggish because he's depressed, because there's a split, and it's like his parents have just gotten divorced, basically. Ah, okay. All right. So no need to worry. It looks like his health is fine. I just, the energy that's dense is because he's depressed and he needs to get out for a run, and he needs, yeah, he's a bit heartbroken then. It just feels like he's very, yeah, just heavy right now. Things are heavy. Yeah, that's a tricky situation. I don't really have any advice on, because if your ex has the dog and it's his dog or her dog, then you don't really have, a leg to stand on there in regard to what you can do to help. Unless you sat down and had a chat with your ex and it was amicable and you could maybe talk about doing shared ownership of the dog or taking him on or something like that. But it just, yeah, I don't really have any guidance on that. You can send love. You can send energy to your dog remotely because it feels like he does need it. Yeah, thank you, Azur. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. We can send loving energy to the dog. His name is Chuma. Okay, so everybody send prayers and love to Chuma because he's feeling really down right now and he needs some love to perk him back up, to help to heal his heart and to get his youthful vigor back, because he feels like an old dog, but he's only a year and a half. So he needs his vigor back. He needs to get youthful again. So everybody send love to Chuma to help him heal. Yeah, he needs a boost. Yeah, he does. So that's good. Okay, thank you for asking that, Nancy, because now we can all send love to the situation. And even if you don't have an idea of what you can practically do to change the situation, by sending love to the dog, it's going to help Chuma and it's going to help to diffuse any tension within the situation. So there might be a positive outcome of some kind. It's kind of like we're indirectly influencing the dynamic by just sending love. And you can do this with people too. Like I've seen this work with people who were very frustrated, like getting in fender benders and stuff, and people are really upset and you just send them love and then they calm right down. Or somebody's triggered and they're like about to completely go off and you send them love and they calm right down. So it can be really beneficial. Pikachu. No, I'm doing members only. This is supposed to be a members only reading, but I couldn't figure out how to get the live stream to be members only, so that is why it's public. But I'm answering members' questions. There's a girl named Christine that I like. Can you please tell me what being with her would be like? Like, is it a good idea? Yeah, well, I don't like to do love readings simply because it kind of bridges on, like I do love readings here on the channel because I'm connecting to the higher self of the individual. But when it comes to looking into what a relationship with her would be like, well, yeah, okay, let's... It would be challenging, okay? You have Strength, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups reversed. So universal, being in relationship with this girl would be very challenging. It would test you. It would, yeah, you'd have to deal with you'd probably go through some kind of heartbreak, or you'd have to be very gentle because she's wounded. yeah, it just feels like, I don't know. Let me get an oracle card on that. 3. Okay, you have yin. Yeah, she feels wounded. I don't want to go too much into her energy because that's why I don't like doing personal love readings, because it can bridge into ethical gray area where I'm not given consent to connect to her and to read her energy because I don't know her. She's not the client. She's not the current. But then we're looking at her energy. So it's kind of like, gray area. But what I can say is that all that glitters is not gold. So you may think that this relationship would be all milk and honey because maybe she's attractive and you like her and she seems very soft and feminine, but she's either very wounded and that would be very triggering for you or very hard for you to deal with, or she's not what she seems and behind closed doors she's aggressive or mean-spirited. Again, I'm not going to read into her energy because that's not polite. You don't go into other people's energy without asking them. So, yeah. Oh, no, that's okay, Pikachu. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. I may be doing some more general YouTube lives for like all of you guys at some point, but this was intended to be a members only. That's why I'm just focusing predominantly on the members. Thank you guys for sending light to Chuma. Yeah, okay. So, what are we at here? 51 minutes, okay. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the readings here on the channel. Oh, Julia's asking, is my twin flame really about to come in soon? Okay. I heard a yes, but let me just... Poised. That's a yes. You're poised. Spirits, they're nodding their head and I'm getting yes, 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 yes in my head. So yeah. Oh, so many questions. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, it feels like I'm getting excited, feeling into that energy of your twin flame coming in, Julia. So like I'm starting to sweat, like getting nervous, excited, like butterflies. Yeah, so this sounds like and feels like it's going to be coming in fast. Get ready. That's going to be exciting. You're very welcome. Let me know how that goes. All right. Yeah. So basically next live reading is going to be for members only. I'm going to figure out how to do that because I apparently have to go through some other streaming service. But yeah, so members, that will be on the updates on the community board for you. And for everybody else, if you're not a member of the channel, like I said, I will probably be doing some general public lives at some point, and maybe at that point we can do like by donation readings or just general readings for you guys who have questions and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just focusing on the members because they're new and I'm trying to provide value. And yeah, I just want to show gratitude for you guys supporting my work here. I really appreciate your support, your views, your likes, your memberships, your comments, your kindness. Even if you've never commented or liked or anything, but if you've just watched the video, I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for sending positive thoughts and feelings. I want to thank you for being your best self. I want to thank you for showing up here on Earth at this time and being drawn to these readings to help you to empower yourself and to express your divinity. I want to thank you for being you. Yeah. Oh, yay. Oh, Tiffany says, such a valuable membership. So grateful to be here. Me too. Thank you. I'm so glad that you find value in this. That's my ultimate goal, is that you guys really get a lot from the memberships and all of the things that I provide here on the channel. That's why Spirit has guided me here, right? Is to be of service to you guys in a larger way, because when I was working with clients, yes, I worked with hundreds of clients, but I could only work with 1 or 2 a day because my energy would completely max out, and I was going into energy deficit, and it was actually causing me physical health issues. So they were like, that's not aligned. You have to help in a different way. And this was what they told me to do. So, oh, Azure DNA Wellness, can I also know about my soulmate, please? Yeah. Wow. Okay. You have the ace, or sorry, I don't know why I just call it the ace, the magician. Well, it's number 1, so maybe that's why. So Azure, looks like you're manifesting. Oh, you do have an ace. Okay, I didn't even see that. It was underneath the emperor. So you have the emperor, the ace of wands, and the 5 of wands with the magician. So you're starting something new here. Your soulmate relationship is something you're manifesting. I feel like if you are not in relationship with them already, or they're not in your life, you're manifesting that, you're calling that in. But it just feel like there's like competition. So you may feel energetically like there's competition for this person. If you know who they are, maybe they have other people who are interested in them. I don't know. But it feels like they are in a position of power. They're a very powerful person. They're very commanding, like they have a commanding presence. And so, oh, their higher self is coming in. So, okay, let me speak directly to them. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. This particular soulmate, yes, they're commanding. Yes, they are the emperor. But what they said was, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So looks like the soulmate you're calling in is going to be temporary, but they are going to be a good time. You're going to enjoy. Yeah. I get the sense that maybe they just don't have a lot of time. Maybe you feel like you need to compete for their attention because they're so busy, and maybe they're in like a high position in their job or something like that. And so they have a lot of people constantly vying for their attention. So maybe that's what they mean by I'm here for a good time, not a long time. It's like they don't have a lot of time with you, or they won't have a lot of time with you. Oh, hot one, but this guy follows me around. Yeah, they're a hot one for sure. Ace of Wands can be a phallic symbol if we're looking at it that way. Just saying. But yeah, it feels like this person they're powerful. I'll give them that. But for whatever reason, they're not around a lot, or you're not giving them attention, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm saying you're trying to cut his energy from you. He's not the one. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, so this is somebody that you know. Okay, so then you're manifesting something new, and you are ending this conflict and this like battle, and you're taking control. And then as a result, you're like, I was here for a good time, not a long time. Peace out. Yeah, you're cutting your energy from him then. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, redirect it somewhere else. Put it somewhere else. Do some sacral chakra clearing, Azure. Do some sacral chakra work. Because if you are wanting to clear this person's energy out of your system, and the Ace of Wands is here, do some sacral chakra cleanse, a yoni cleanse, something like that. That can be helpful. Nancy says, but this is only for your current energy, so it can still change, right? What are you referring to there, Nancy? I'm sorry, I don't know if you commented something else. Oh, and sorry, Azure, yoni cleanse. Yoni cleanse. It's kind of like steaming your nether regions. That's what they're kind of showing me. So, like, literally, like, get a steamer or like a bowl of hot water or something like that with essential oils in it, and then you just kind of squat over it. Oh my god. I'm such a child. Sometimes talking about sexual stuff is like cringe for me, but yeah, that's what they're saying. That's what they're showing me. A yoni cleanse. It's an energetic thing. It's not like a physical cleanse, but it does have good, it's kind of like a steam bath. So I guess there is a physical aspect to it. Yeah, sorry, Nancy, were you asking about my current energy in regard to not working with clients? Yeah, V-steaming. Yeah. I've never done it, but that's what they're showing me in my mind. So, and don't worry, it's PG. They're not showing me anything. They're showing me you with like a towel around your waist. But yeah, squatting over a bowl of steam. Oh, Tiffany's done that. She made a herbal blend for it and it's lovely. I'm going to have to try it. I've never done it. And I've seen it. I've seen people talking about it. But this is the first time Spirit's ever brought it up. I can tell you that much. Yeah, rose petals. Ooh, yeah. That sounds beautiful. Rose oil. So much good stuff you could add to that and make it like a whole ritual, you know? Make it a ritual, make it a sacred thing because that's what it's meant to be. And that's kind of what Spirit is talking about here. Oh yeah, Julia, you wanted to know about our soul connection as well. Right. Yes. So, okay, let me tune in. We're business associates. So Julia, you already know this. I know this too because we've talked about this behind, closed doors. But that's future timeline stuff. But that's what our soul connection is. We contracted to work together in this lifetime. The first thing they gave me was the word entrepreneur. So we're meant to be creating in an entrepreneurial way together, me and you. Julia is a divine channel as well, and she creates sacred symbols, and are they powerful? Whew. Okay, we're not even supposed to talk about it because as soon as I started talking about it, they started shutting me down. So we got to keep it hush hush, Julia. And I'm a bit of a blabbermouth, so let's not talk about it. We'll leave that for a later announcement. Okay. I know, I'm excited too. I'm excited to see what we're going to create together. All right. Oh, Nancy says, I meant the person coming in, the message you get is based on her current energy, but if she changes it, then the message might not be relevant anymore. Oh yeah, definitely. Tarot and energy and timelines and future stuff, it's never set in stone, ever, ever, ever. So if somebody tells you 100% without a doubt, like this is going to happen, that's not true. There's always malleability. There's always room for free will. That is one of the highest laws of the universe. It goes love. It goes the law of one, love, and then free will. So, that's always going to be a factor. But there are probabilities that are more likely than others. And that's why Spirit will sometimes give you information or not give you information based on whether it's relevant to your timeline unfolding in the way that's most aligned with you. So like, for example, Spirit will sometimes kind of indirectly mislead you to get you to a destination. And I've kind of confronted Spirit about that. I'm like, you told me this and then it wasn't that. And they were like, yeah, but you needed to be here at this particular time for this reason. And you were, so it served the highest good and your higher self consented to that. So sorry. So Spirit can be a little bit tricky sometimes to interpret. That's why we have to be careful doing this work. We have to be careful when we're doing tarot cards. We have to take everything with a grain of salt and be very practical and aware of our personal power and the fact that we co-create with other people too. We have to keep that in mind. Hi, Amy. No, we're not doing free reads. I'm just doing readings for the Soul Tribe and Soul members. So they're, or Soul Family, they're the members of the channel. This was originally supposed to be a members only live stream, but I didn't realize that YouTube doesn't have an option for that. You have to go through like an adjunct app to do that. And it was already like 5 minutes to the time that the live stream was going to start. So I was like, well, we'll just do it live and make it public. And then the next one will be more private. Brittany confronted spirit, girl, same. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, what the hell? Like, why did you tell me this? But then it's always for my highest good. So they've taught me, and I have learned and chosen of my own free will to trust, because every time that they quote unquote mislead me, it's always for my highest good. It always works out for me. It always helps me to heal or to learn or to grow. And even if I don't like it in the moment, it's worth it in the long run. So my maturity can be like, fine, you know? But there's a part of me always that's like, really? Like, come on. Yeah. Tiffany, a message from your romantic soulmate that's coming. Okay, so very specific, the soulmate that is coming. Oh boy, you got never ending story. So it's, you know what it feels like, Tiffany, there's some clearing that needs to happen. There's like some karmic soulmate contracts that are still lingering in your Akashic record. And Tiffany, was it you who's practicing the soul realignment? My memory is very, very like a sieve. It's like a past a strainer. So I'm sorry if it's like, it just pops out of my mind. But Tiffany, if you were the one doing soul realignment, I would recommend getting through the course and then do a reading for yourself and specifically test for negative soulmate contracts, okay? Because you're gonna find, Tiffany, yeah. So you're gonna find a couple of them in there. You might not find them all at once, but just keep doing the work and then coming back and checking it. You can check your Akashic record as much as you want for yourself. I don't recommend doing that for clients, but you can do that as many times as you want for yourself. And do the clearing homework. And that'll help. Because there's something you need to close out here before there's a new soulmate who can come in. You don't want to attract a soulmate with this energy still lingering around, because it will be a soulmate that matches that frequency of the old negative contracts. You don't want that. Okay. I'm just feeling called to pull a card for the collective. So for all of you guys who are here and for us in general, like, let's just, there it is. We have To the Sea, number 7. So I'm feeling like collectively, we've all just kind of been a little bit adrift and we've been looking for direction. I feel like collectively, I don't know if this is globally, humanitarian wise, but especially within this community, because souls that resonate together are usually on a similar harmonic frequency. So we tend to be cycling in similar cycles and similar life patterns and different types of experiences, but generally kind of the same archetypal themes. And when I see To the Sea, it's reminding me of, I can't remember in which reading it was, but one of the recent readings, this card came up and they were showing me somebody adrift out at sea, and it was like a whole big thing. If you watched that reading, this is a special message for you. It just feels like we're all kind of collectively in like this no man's land right now. We're not quite where we were. We're not quite where we're going. We're in the middle zone. And so we're all kind of looking for, what do we do next? Where do we go? It's like there's a bit of a fog and we are needing to just kind of take it one step at a time. It's like, it's so foggy that the headlights can only see about 10 feet in front of the car. And so we're kind of having to drive a little slower and follow the shoulder, make sure that we're staying on track. So I think that's what we're all kind of doing right now. 777 on a car. Oh, thank you, Azure DNA Wellness. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. 777 on a car. I love that. You know, I was going to get my hair done months ago, and I was questioning whether I should, because I don't tend to get my hair done. Like, I hadn't been to a hairdresser in 15 years because I didn't trust them. Like, it's just, you know, it's not always the best experience. But I pulled up that day and I parked behind a car. I happened to park behind a car that had the license plate number 777. And then I was like, is that meant for me? Does this mean that it's going to be lucky? And then a car drove by and it said lucky number. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then they did a great job. So I just love that. Sometimes, you know, we just need a little bit of confirmation. Oh, you're having some technical issues, Azure. I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on? Well, I think we're at 70 minutes. So I'm probably going to wrap this up, guys. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for, you know, being present, sharing your energy on this channel. Thank you so much to all the Soul Family and Soul Tribe members who have signed up for memberships and who are here today and who let me connect to you and answer your questions. Oh, I do not see the amount. It says 28.88. Is that what you meant to post? It's 111 here. Oh, it's 411 here. Yeah. So 888, I love that. Okay, you know what? Before you guys go, Spirit's calling me to do something real quick, okay? Thank you so much, Azure. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do a real quick energy heal for everyone here, okay? So this is for the Soul Tribe members, the Soul Family members, and the general subscribers. Okay, not general subscribers. You guys are special too, okay? But what we're gonna do is a little bit of collective healing. So if you consent, just put a yes or a thumbs up or whatever you want in the chat. And I'm just gonna start sending some energy to you guys all for your greatest and highest good, okay? All right. Oh, I love you guys. Okay. All right, sending love, healing, and Reiki to every single member of the community who is present here today and all who will watch this video in the future timelines. May you receive the healing directly from Spirit for your greatest and highest good. May it serve you on your path in your unfolding spiritual journey to enlightenment, self-empowerment, and awareness. May this healing provide you with the insight, internal knowing, and guidance, as well as the physical support that you need to truly live your best life. May this healing support you in all ways as you continue on your journey. May it act as a boost to help you in moments when you are down. May it act as a light shining into the darkness where there are clouds of confusion. May you see clearly, may you feel clearly, and may you shine your light brightly. This is my wish for you. This is my blessing. All right. Yeah, spray. I know. I forgot to spray after all those other readings, but it's okay. That's it. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you are enjoying the readings and the live streams and the channel and the energy work and all the good stuff. There's so much more to come. I'm really excited. I'm really thankful that Spirit guided me here to you guys, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's next. So I love you guys, and we will see you in the next readings. All right, bye. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, bye guys.